ASPx Pop-Up Menu Control enables you to easily add pop-up menus to your web page. These can be used to replace the default context menu of the web browser or simply provide extended functionality to a web application. In this video, you'll learn how to create a new pop-up menu, populate it with menu items, and display it on a web page. So let's get started. I'll start with a new ASP.NET application. From the toolbox, I drag and drop a new ASPx Pop-Up Menu Control onto the page. I click on the Items link to invoke the Menu Item Editor. I click on the button to create a new menu item. I'll set its caption to Japan. I expand the image node and set the URL property to the japan.png image file that I had copied to the website earlier. I create a submenu item and set its caption to Tokyo. Finally, I create yet another submenu item. The caption is set to History and the Navigate URL property to the Wikipedia article for the history of Tokyo. I follow the same steps to create a set of menu items for Italy and Rome. And I'm done. I click OK to close the menu item editor. Now I need a way to display the pop-up menu at runtime. From the toolbox, I drag and drop a standard ASP.NET label control onto the page. I set its text property to display countries. By default, the control's ID is Label 1. I select the pop-up menu control and enter Label 1 in its pop-up element ID property field. This will set the ID of the control over which the pop-up menu should be displayed. In this case, it's the label control. Next, I set the pop-up action property to mouse over so that the pop-up menu is displayed when the mouse cursor hovers over the label control. The pop-up horizontal align property is set to outside right. This sets the pop-up menu's horizontal alignment relative to the label control. Finally, I set the pop-up vertical align to below so that the menu is displayed underneath the label control. I run the application to see the results. I hover over the label control and the pop-up menu is displayed. I can navigate through the submenus and click on an item. Let's see how we can further customize the pop-up menu control. I close the web browser and return to Visual Studio. I select the pop-up menu control, expand its vertical pop-out image property, and set the URL property to the image.png file that I've copied to the website's images folder. This will display an image for each menu item that has a submenu associated to it. Let's also change the color of the gutter of each menu item. To do this, I need to set the gutter color property of the pop-up menu control. Let's select a light orange color. Finally, I don't want a gutter to be displayed for the submenu items, so I set the submenustyle.gutterWidth property to 0 pixels. I run the application again to see the changes. Upon hovering over the label control, the pop-up menu is displayed. You can see that the gutter is now painted using the light orange color I selected earlier. Furthermore, the menus are displaying the pop-out images to indicate there is a submenu associated with each item. Finally, the submenu no longer has a gutter displayed. Thanks for watching, and as always, thank you for choosing DevExpress.